Welcome to the stream, guys. Hope you're all having a good day. Gonna be an even better one when we get this underway. Two minutes to go until we get underway here at Britain for a full minutes. 11 lap sprint race, which is a reverse grid, well, reverse top 10 from qualifying, and then the feature race, which is the results from qualifying. That will be 15 laps. We had an eventful one last week. We had Yannick winning both of the first two races. One through his teammate's misfortune, getting a puncture. I'm pretty sure that's still hurting him this week. We'll be looking to Duracell will be looking back to come back. With a lot more strength this week. So it's 8 o'clock. Should be readying up right now. It is 8 o'clock, so we get ready at 8. And we'll see if there's any rain to play a part in today's race. Few drivers not looking forward to it if there's any rain. Be quite interesting though to see if there is anything that can be thrown at us. So last week was kind of a crazy one. We saw one of the biggest crashes in Formula V. We had Janek rolling over up in the air. It was quite something to commentate on. But no rain in qualifying. I wonder if that's got to change towards the end. But I'll enable everything. And we'll see who comes out on track first, and I'll check the chat. Oh, there's movement at the end of the garage. Not sure who that is. Oh, and it's Rain Hex. He had a pretty quiet first race last week in Spain. Comes out the pit lane. No other movement though in the pit lane yet. It's Rick. Hi Rick. Supporting Campos, of course, Junior McLaren team. And there's another car coming out on track. That's EFH. He's a quick driver, he is. I've raced with him before in F1 cars. Not sure on his pace in F2. Of course, I haven't seen it yet. As more people start to come out of the pit lane, but it'll still be Rain Hex, the first one to set a lap time unless something goes wrong. So we have Miles coming out on track. He did a pretty good comeback drive last week. I'm pretty sure he got disqualified from qualifying, which meant that he started outside the top 10 in both races. Still managed to get points in both, I believe, as we've got a spinner, that's Twiggy. And he's also got damage, so he'll be pitting at the end of his outlap for a new front wing. Of course, he was in the wars last week as well. And we have Yannick, our two-time race winner of the season already, out on track for his outlap. But Rain Hex is coming around the final corner now. We're going to go on board with him for this first lap around Britain for this weekend. Has to lift off through turn 1, which is to be expected in an F2 car, of course, less downforce. Nicely done through turn 3. And through the loop now we go. To get the best exit off of this corner as possible onto the Wellington Straight, I think. We've got a car in front of him, moves nicely to the side. 31.3 through the first sector, and he goes a bit for a corner cut there and invalidates. Now we look to EFH. We'll see how he does through the loop. He misses the apex a bit, but usually that can be a pretty good line, but he loses the back end. He cuts the corner a little bit, but no invalid lap yet. We'll watch him down the Wellington Straight. Through sector 1, 31.4. He's only a tenth slower than what Rain Hex was, so not bad to say you missed the apex and had an oversteer moment. As we watch him now on the run down to Cops, the National Pit Straight in the ART. Through Cops now. Does he take it flat? No, you can't in an F2 car, of course, but it goes very wide. How is that not an invalidation? It's definitely on strict corner cutting, as you've seen with Rain Hex. He did get an invalid lap, but EFH somehow getting away with that. The exceeding of track limits. So now he goes on to the Hanger Straight, and car moves out the way. Believe that's is it Dylan? Yeah, Dylan again. Oh, and he invalidates right at the end of the lap there. EFH invalidates. Rain Hex went into the pits, but EFH has carried on. Now we look to Miles through the last part of the track now. So go into Vale and then Club. The first driver to complete a lap will be Miles. And he crosses the line, and it's a 139.4. Nice lap from Miles. I'm not sure who the next car is. I think it's Final Flame. But he has an invalid lap. Had a pretty quiet weekend last time out. But we'll watch Yannick, two-time race winner already in Tier 1 Division 2. He goes round through Vale, now Club. Ooh, nicely done with the track limits there. Goes across the line. It's a 138.8. So those are the kind of lap times that we'll be expecting as of now. I'm sure that the track will be getting a bit quicker as the session goes on. We have Alpha starting his lap. EFH is on the lap now as well. He goes through Maggots and Beckett's. Nicely done, but he goes a bit wide on the entry to Beckett's. Onto the Hanger Straight now. Sector 2 was a 116.9. He goes now on the run down to Vale. Oh, he goes into the pits actually. Bailed out of his lap. So yeah. Who will be next to cross the line? Twiggy's back on his outlap. Final Flame, I believe, is the next one to cross the line. Oh, and it's Purple Sector 2, 112.6. Could he challenge the top time at the moment? We've got Twiggy spun at the last corner as Final Flame. I don't think it'll affect him too much as Twiggy gets out the way now, starts his lap. Ooh, bouncing over the curbs a little bit and nearly spins it there. But he goes a 140.1. So maybe those last few corners did affect him a little bit. As you see, Alpha now coming to the end of his lap. Nicely done through club. Oh, little snap of oversteer. But he goes P5 a 140.5. As Rainhex starts his outlap. And try and find another driver on a lap. Twiggy. Twiggy on a lap. And 131. I mean, a 31.3 through the first sector. As he goes now down the national pit straight on the run down to Cops. Gets a slipstream there off the two MPs. I believe that is the MP cars of Dylan and Miles. Both in P2 and P4 right now. Through Maggots and Beckett's and Twiggy invalidates. We're going to see a lot of invalidations through Maggots and Beckett's, I believe, today. There's still some cars yet to come out on track. I think that they're waiting for the first lot of cars to go back to the pits so they can get a clear run. I believe that Duracell's coming out. Yep, here he is. I don't want to say too much about last week, but he is looking to get the win. Potentially both wins like his teammate this weekend. Twiggy starts another lap. We also have a Carlin out on track. That's Melka. So back in the Carlin. He was in there last season. And he's looking to do an even better job than what he did last season for the team. It's good to have him back at Carlin Red Bull. We'll go to Twiggy now, but he's invalidated. EFH, I believe, is on. He's on an outlap. Rainhex is on a lap. He did set a 142.5, so I think he can improve on that. He's like 2.3 seconds off Dylan, so I think he can improve on that. Nearly loses the back end there. Nearly spins right the way around, but he's decided to back off, so obviously not finding time. Silverstone can be a pretty difficult track if you haven't got a lot of downforce, but it also needs to be balanced. Duracell's off. I think he's just moving out the way for a car. Yeah. Twiggy, yeah, he invalidated. As Mama Zelda nearly got the win last week. He's up there. He's really challenging the two primers. Hopefully him and Melka can challenge them even more. We'd like to see a bigger battle than last season, because it was between two drivers mainly. Purple Sector 1 though for Mama Zelda. He's looking good through the first sector. I'm not sure if that was a personal best though, or an actual fastest sector. So there's a yellow flag going on into Sector 3. A bit of confusion between which driver's going to go first. Drivers backing off. So now, through Maggots and Beckett's, Mama Zelda will see his Sector 2 time. Opens DRS. Is he going to get a slipstream off Melka? This is really great teamwork from them both. Melka does a nice slipstream there, and Mama Zelda will be ahead of Melka now. So maybe he'll return the favour. But Melka is backing off significantly, so he probably won't get a slipstream. Now, round the final corner goes Mama Zelda. Oh no, that's Melka. Yeah. Melka goes P3. So, I was getting a bit confused between the drivers there. Sorry about that. Mama Zelda, he's going to have very cold tyres, but he's backed off quite a lot there. I'm not sure why he would do that much backing off, but at least he'll have no yellow flags in front of him. I say that, but Melka has spun his own teammate. So as now he goes through turn 1. Oh, slidey there. As EFH sets the lap time, it's 1:41.8. Obviously trying to find time. As Duracell is on the hanger straight, he'd done a 1:11.9 through the second sector, and there's a spin there. There's a car off. I believe that's Lipodon. Not entirely sure though. There's a lot of blue cars that look exactly the same. So round the final corner goes Duracell, and he's going to set a 1:38.7, so a tenth ahead of his teammate. But it's still the quickest time. I think he's going for it again, actually. He'd done a pretty good first corner, so yeah, he looks to be going for it again. As Mama Zelda now, he went through cops and looks like he's backed off. He's definitely going a bit slower. EFH is here on another lap. There's a spin at the last corner. That's for Final Flame. He's set a 1:40.1. Don't know if that was his lap time before. But Melka is coming into the pits. There's a yellow flag. Someone stopped on track. I'm not entirely sure who that is. Oh, it's Oliveira in the Campos team. What Rick is really rooting for today, but Oliveira looks like he's got very cold tyres from slowing down that much. I'm really not surprised if he does. Oh yeah, and sliding through turn 1. Tyres go very cold in F2. You've got the 18-inch wheels, so there's going to be less heat in those. There's a yellow flag on the back straight, but that's just for a car moving out the way. It's Trident. Through sector 1 now. Oliveira goes a 31.0. Purple sector, but I'm not entirely sure if that actually is. But can he challenge the two Primers? As Duracell does go for it again. He's improved by a 10th. So a nice lap from Duracell there. To go even further. Extended his advantage in P1. Now through Cops goes Oliveira. Through Maggots and Beckett's now. It doesn't invalidate. Nicely done. Keeping it nice and tidy. Cautious, but very nice. And he's got Grack ahead of him. His teammate giving him a slipstream. This could be very, very useful for his lap. As he now goes through the final pole. A very oversteery Oliveira is. Gotta be careful to not lose the rear end entirely. As he goes through the final corner now, what's it going to be? A 1:39.6. He's 2 tenths behind Miles, a 10th ahead of Melka. So not bad from Oliveira to put himself on the second row at the moment. As Final Flame's invalidated, Rain Hex is on the lap. I believe Alpha's on an outlap too, so yeah, Rain Hex will be the next one. He's set a purple second sector. That might be personal best again. As I will check chat soon, guys, don't worry. Just trying to bring you the commentary for qualifying. Now through the final corner goes Rain Hex. What's it going to be? He improves by 7 tenths. It puts him up to P9. Just slightly ahead of EFH. As the yellow flag is popped and just before the national pit straight. As Grack has invalidated his lap time. YH Gamer starts his first lap of the session. We'll watch him as he got quite a fair bit of traffic in front of him. Struggling to get out the way though. It doesn't affect his lap time too much though. Doesn't affect his line either, which is good. 30.9 through the first sector, so that's quite a good first sector. I guess that the guys that was in the pits, they were just waiting for track evolution to happen, which is why they're improving on their lap times by so much compared to the start. As now through Cops goes YH Gamer, and he's off track and he invalidates, which is very weird because you saw earlier EFH went very wide and didn't invalidate. So Grack is coming around to start his lap again. Hopefully he doesn't invalidate this time. Lipo Dom's coming around to start his first lap of the session. Nearly loses it. He's not going to have the best of runs down to turn 1 now. Through the first corner. Nicely done. Yellow flag everywhere, basically. Sector 1, Sector 2, and Sector 3. Lipo Dom really loose on the rear end. He's got to be careful of that, because otherwise he's going to completely lose it. As Grack set a 30.6 through the first sector. So we'll watch his lap as he's got 2 MP cars. Ooh. Maybe trying to do team tactics again, like we've seen from the Carlin boys and from the Campos boys. Slipstream can be effective because downforce is usually a bit higher at Silverstone. So every bit of straight line speed from DRS and Slipstream can make a whole lot of difference. And Miles gets a 5-place penalty. Collision with his teammate Dylan. So once again, bad luck for Miles in qualifying. Last week he got a disqualification for stopping in the pit lane or parking in a dangerous position. And now he gets a 5-place penalty for a collision with his teammate. It just shows how close they were going. But Grack goes P1 by 6/10. What a lap from Grack. It puts him provisional pole at the moment. Duracell and Yannick will be looking to improve on their lap times by a lot now. As Twiggy, I believe, will be the next. Oh no, Lipo Dom. He actually invalidated though, but Twiggy has kept it clean all lap until then. He invalidates at exactly the same time as where he did before. Now, I believe that Dylan's coming to start his lap, and Twiggy nearly spins it. Whoa, that's surely, yeah, he's invalidated for this lap as well. So he's got to go around the lap again. As we'll watch Dylan now on his lap, and he invalidates. Invalidates straight away at turn 1. So not good for the MP boys, even though they're up in P4 and P9 right now. Let's see what Lipo Dom does. 35.8 through the first sector. Not sure if he's backed off or not. He's going full throttle, so should imagine he's not backed off. There's yellow flags everywhere right now. Can't seem to get enough of them, but Mama Zelda's just started his flying lap as well. See what he does, whether he can put it on provisional pole. Of course, Grack, right now on provisional pole, did get a podium, I believe, last week. I'm not entirely sure. There's a lot that happened in both of the races. So now, through the last part of the lap for Lipo Dom. Can he keep it clean? He keeps it nicely within track limits. A bit safe there, but he goes into the pits. Obviously, not finding any time or not enough to elevate him into any position. I believe that it's Twiggy. Rain Hex is on an outlap. Twiggy's out. Twiggy's crashed with with... Who's that with? Oh! With Grack! Oh, whoa. Twiggy's... Both of Twiggy's wheels are off. Grack's lucky to get away with that and not get a penalty. As we know, the game is very sensitive in qualifying. But anyway, we go back to Rain. No, who was it? Dylan starts his lap, but Mama Zelda, yeah, that's the one. Mama Zelda has invalidated on his lap. Miles is out too. He's retired in the pit lane though. So, with 8 minutes to go, this is where we're probably going to see cars come out and do their laps. We're going to watch Rainhex through sector 1, 31.5. He's improving on his lap by around a tenth or so. Goes wide there through Woodcut. Onto the national pit straight now, down towards Cops. Can he keep it clean on the exit of Cops? Nicely done. Plays it a bit safe, but it's better than getting an invalid lap. If he can find time now in this final sector, then he should be alright for a lap time. Onto the DRS straight now. Nearly 4 tenths off for Rainhex. So this, I don't know if this would improve him in any position in the background there. Dylan on the grass, nearly getting damage as there's traffic in front of Rainhex. Gets out the way nicely. I believe that's Duracell. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, around the final corner now for Rainhex. Let's see how much he improves by. And he improves by 5 tenths, but doesn't improve any position. Yeah, that was Duracell. Moving out the way. Mama Zelda of 111.0 through the second sector. He's absolutely flying. This could potentially be provisional pole for Mama Zelda. Let's see how he does through the final corners. Right on board with him. Whoa, and he loses the back end. That's a lot of lap time lost now. But he still goes P5. So, I don't know how much time he actually lost from that. But it was sure a lot. As YH Gamer goes 8th. So, good for him to finally get a lap in. And put it inside the top 10. And he retires. On track. He'll be investigated for that. As Final Flame actually went 6th. I didn't notice that at any point. But Oliveira's on a lap. And I'll just check chat. See how you guys are doing. Oh, hi JDM. Nice of you to be here. Just coming off your F2 race. Oh, it's purple sector 2, but it's a 111.9. So Oliveira could be going up the top end, maybe P2 or 3. As he goes now through Vale and through Club. Final corner now onto the Hamilton straight. Goes P6, so he improves by 5 tenths. He's only a fraction behind Mama Zelda, but Mama Zelda can obviously find that time as he comes into the pits. So hoping for a refuel for Mama Zelda as the EFH has started his flying lap. Melka's on an out lap, and Lipodom is actually on a lap, but it's invalidated, so we'll watch EFH. See how he does on his lap. Ooh. That was very, very close with the track limits through that corner. Seen who was it now on their first lap? Can't remember who it was, but they invalidated by going that wide, or that close to the corner, I should say. Nicely done through Copse for EFH. It goes into Maggots and Beckett's now. Ooh, nicely done. On the exit, he keeps it nice and clean. 113.0, he's 9/10 up on his last lap. There's a yellow flag. Nearly a spin for, I believe that's Dylan. There's a yellow flag behind EFH now. Going into the final corners. Swings it through nicely. To the final corner now. And he's P12. He's done a 140.4. He's only 2/10 away from Dylan at the moment. As we're going to watch Lipodom. Yeah, Lipodom is ahead of Melka, so we'll watch Lipodom. See whether he keeps it clean. Keeps it nice and clean. Yeah, he's the only one to not set a lap that's still in the session. Of course, Twiggy, the only crash retirement. With Grak, our provisional pole sitter. I still need to check if Grak has a penalty or not from that collision. Now Lipodom goes into the final section. He's going to go into the pits or carry on? He carries on. He's going to go through Vale now. Oh, nearly spins it, and he's somehow caught that. But he does get a lap time on the board. It's only P14, but any lap time is fine. As his teammate behind... No, not his teammate. Too many blue cars. Yannick's retired in the pits, so he's not looking to improve. Oh, Gracker's retired too. So maybe the reverse grid pole thing, or reverse grid P10 for Grak, and for the top 3 as well. They'll be looking for tactics. That's why they've retired, so they're not too far down in the sprint race, and then they're very high up in the feature too. But it's very risky doing that, of course, retiring. But Melka goes wide, and he doesn't retire. He doesn't invalidate his lap, and he's all over the place. I think he's going to back out of that one, but he doesn't. He's carried on. Down towards Copse now. Traffic getting out of his way nicely. And on the exit of Copse, he went very wide, but he's not invalidated, which is lucky for Melka. He's got away with this like 3 times his lap already, from what I've seen. But he has backed off of his lap. So we'll watch Dylan. We didn't get to watch him last time because he invalidated through the first corner. But it's nicely done through turn 3, as we can't really see. He goes wide turn 4. Session has finished now. So the drivers in the pits and the drivers who retired can't go again. Melka gets one last shot, and so does Mama Zelda, who's also on a lap actually. He's 3/10 down. But he will find that time through the final sector, of course. He nearly spun. So he'll find a lot of time through there. Right on board with him. Now into Vale and Club. And he keeps it nice and tidy this time. What's it going to be? Where is he going to go? And it's P2! He's on the front row for the feature race. He'll be P9 in the first sprint race. So nice lap from Mama Zelda there on 4 lap old tyres. Melka pits. Dylan's the only one to set a lap now. He's the only one we're waiting for. see whether he can find any improvement, and he goes wide and he invalidates. No improvement for Dylan, just misses out. On reverse grid pole, that will go to Alpha in the Dams, I believe. Not entirely sure. But we'll check if Grack actually has a penalty. See all of this, so grid penalty for Miles. Collision with teammate. So no grid penalty for Grack. And there's your grid, but yeah. Oh, Miles will actually be reverse grid pole. Yeah, Miles on reverse grid pole for the sprint race. So maybe not so bad after all. It's a very quick lap from Grack to be 0.3 over Mama Zelda. I'm just checking everything. A lot of these guys have got pace. This can be anyone's race, and very overcast actually. We probably could see some rain, but not entirely sure on the weather forecast. No one has said anything about rain so far, so we'll see. For drivers in the stream and you know the weather forecast for either of the races, please let me know. It would be very useful. Obviously these guys are sorting out their strategies. Oh no, no strategies in the sprint race actually. They won't be sorting out anything, so I'll just be waiting in the comment section for a driver to tell me. Oh! Right. Don't know what's happened to this grid. Because we've got Mama Zelda on pole, which should be Miles, but Miles is down in 15th. I'm going to need to get admin opinion. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying about this, so it's definitely a problem with the game. So we're going for a restart, I think. I should imagine so anyway, because this is clearly not fair for the guys that were meant to be on reverse grid pole. So, anyways. We're just waiting for confirmation of FIA. It's most likely that this race will not go ahead. Well, it will most likely be restarted. So yeah, restart, and we'll get a new lobby. And I'll need to check the grid from qualifying and put it on reverse. But I don't know how I'm meant to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do this, because unless we leave after the sprint race. Can I set 2 custom grids? Right, gonna need to check this. Alright. Can we maybe do 2 custom grids. We'll see. Might have to end the stream. I'll just put everything back to usual. Return. So we'll have a look then. No quali. Custom. Ah. So. Oh, I've put feature and sprint. Okay. We'll probably have to leave after the sprint race. Right. So just waiting now for confirmation of whether we can do sprint race and then leave. Not entirely sure what the weather forecast was. Okay, so yeah, we'll leave after the sprint race. Just that's what the weather forecast. Weather. It looked overcast to me. Just cloudy, and then sun. Right. So overcast or light cloud. Sorry guys for this. Oh my god. Oh. We've got overcast. Then, they said it was sun at the end, so right. Okay. Should formate. Do we do formation? Yeah, formation lap is needed. I know that. Just need to edit the grid when the guys join. Just to get everyone invited now. I am back, guys. Just was sorting out the invites. There's a few people appearing offline, so I had to scroll down all the way to X, which is very fun. But we will need to get the grid. Sorted, and then we should be off with the sprint race, and then we'll need to do it all again, setting up of the lobby and everything. So, grid editor. Right, it should be Miles on pole. Well, Miles ain't joined. Oh, I know that Alpha's in P2, so we'll put him up there. Just behind. Which gamer? Not in. Oh, no flame. Not in. Oliveira. There you go. Then Yannick. Still waiting for a few people to join. Sort out who's ahead of who, so. Ah. Nice. Right. Ah, final flames in. So. Oh. Still waiting for 3 more people. And then hopefully we'll be able to bring you the sprint race. It's going to be a long stream. Very long. Waiting for Miles now. We should get going. So just one person. Ah, there he is. I believe that's right. Double check. I know outside the top 10 is right. Yeah, because Miles got the 5th place grid penalty. So he's on reverse grid pole. Yeah. Oh. Ah! The 2 primers. Yeah, there we go. That's done. Confirm. Alright, can tell them to ready up now. And we'll bring you a race. Finally. Three mate race format. It's not. It's not in the free race format. Grid sorted. It says it's got 11 laps and then 15 laps, so right. I have told him to ready up. Rainhex needs to choose a car. Oh no. Rainhex. Rainhex, choose your car, please. Oh no. Don't! No, why is he ready up? Oh. Oh great. It better not be a restart now. Oh my god. Right. After that kerfuffle, we go again. And nearly an hour after we started, we finally get a sprint race. So, we go for the formation lap. We've finally got a proper formation lap. So, we're going to have Miles on pole, which is very exciting. Quick driver. And then we've got Alpha in P2. Oh, 2 disqualifications. That's YH Gamer and Final Flame. So we have Alpha P2. Not sure what his pace is, but he was looking good in quali. Melker in P3. He's hoping to stay in the podium positions, maybe even get the cheeky little race win. YH Gamer and Final Flame, of course, disqualified. They're going to have cold tyres. Oliveira, very quick driver. He's in P6, so he'll be looking to elevate his position. Then you've got the two Pramers going side by side in formation towards Cox, Dura and Yannick. Mama Zelda got P2 in quali at the last second, so he'll start P9, looking to make a big comeback from that position. And then our pole sitter for the feature race in P10. And then you've got the rest of the grid that that's where they qualified, so they'll start there for both races. You've got Dylan in P11, EFH P12, X-Rain in P13. He is not for Alpine, he's not for UNI Virtuoso, by the way. He is for Dams. We didn't choose his car, so he's in the UNI. We've got Lipo Dom in the actual Dams in P14. And then Twiggy, who is meant to be P15, has found himself up ahead of Mama Zelda. And let's hope for a clean getaway, as I believe Tier 2 Division 2 have just finished their race, and we're only just starting it. Well, yeah. But it just means that you get longer to watch Formula V. So, fun. Just waiting for the last car to get in the grid spot, which is Lepodom. And then we'll go to 5 red lights. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 red lights ahead of the drivers at Britain, and it's go. And Miles, I can't really tell who gets a good start here, but Miles is still ahead. He's in the lead into turn 1. Alpha's off his inside. There's also Melka around his outside. They're nearly going 3 wide through the first corner. Is Alpha going to send one to the inside of Miles? There's all changing positions at the back there. Scrambling their way through turn 2, and that's a car off in the background. That's Rainhex. And Grack, our pole sitter for the feature race. He's spun round at turn 3. Mama Zelda's down to P11. Twiggy's overtook him as they're all finding where they're meant to be. And Twiggy does have damage, actually. And he's crashing into Yannick. And Dylan already gets a exceeding track limits penalty. So, very messy start, actually. Completely the opposite of what we were hoping for. And Twiggy's in the gravel. Not the best of starts for him, but a great start for the top 2. Already a second over Melka. So, amazing work from those guys. Keeping it nice and clean as well into turn 1. Through Maggots and Beckett's now. Melka keeps P3. He's got YH Gamer and Oliveira behind. Oliveira making up a position. As Rainhex and Grack, they're both battling, but there was a yellow flag. Oh, and Dylan and Final Flame both in the barrier. And Final Flame gets a penalty. They're going, and it's a virtual safety car, actually. As YH Gamer just about got past Melka, I believe. And Melka has to give the position. Oh, no. No, and that's Mama Zelda into the pits. We also got EFH, Rainhex, Final Flame, Lepodom, Dylan, and Twiggy. All in the pits under this virtual safety car on lap 1. What a crazy start. So yeah, that's very unfortunate for the drivers who got caught up in all of that. We're not going to know when the virtual safety car ends until it does. Also, guys, I will not be checking chat much unless the race goes dead or under a safety car. And I'll check chat then. But the 2 primers luckily keeping it clean. Grack being up in P8 now after being took out on lap 1. And the virtual safety car's ended now. It's a good restart for YH Gamer. He's going to look for the move into Cops. Can he go for the move on the inside of Melka? He goes down the inside. Oh, and they're still side by side on the exit of Cops now. Oh, very close to contact. And now Oliveira's getting involved. He's going to go for the move on YH Gamer through Maggots and Beckett's, and there's a bit of contact there. Duracell's right there too, and Duracell gets the move done on Oliveira. And wow, and Duracell gets amazing exit. Same with Oliveira here. We could go 3 wide down the Hangar Straight. Oh, where are they? Oh, there they are. Oh, 3 wide. Duracell is ahead momentarily. And he still is. Unless YH Gamer or Oliveira sends one to the inside. YH Gamer tries to scare Duracell there, but nothing's going to scare Duracell. Except for tyre wear. Sorry, I had to say. But yeah, Yannick very close. Oh, and Twiggy's out. That could be a safety car. Yannick is very close though, meanwhile, to the back of Oliveira. After his teammate has just passed him. That's very close contact. There's no safety car yet for Twiggy's crash, but Twiggy once again DNFing out the race. Meanwhile, for the lead, it's second. As Duracell now looks for the move on Melka. He goes round the outside Oh, and it's contact. Melka pushing Duracell as wide as he possibly can. Duracell's going to do the same. Squeeze him out. But Melka gets a lovely exit there, and there's contact. Melka nearly spins. Very close. But yeah, Miles with a comfortable lead. As his yellow flag, I believe that's for Miles' teammate Dylan. But the reverse grid pole really working out for Miles. Dylan's out. That could be a safety car. He's gone straight on. I'm not sure what's happened there. Virtual safety car again. So, neutralises the race again. I will check the chat now. I'm not entirely sure. With Dylan or with Triggy. Not a lot's happening in the virtual safety car, as to be expected. But we'll keep an eye on this battle between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers for P3, and even Grack. He could get involved in this. And Final Flame and Alpha in P2 get penalties for exceeding track limits under a virtual safety car. That's very weird. It's very, very weird. And drive-through for Alpha. The P2 man has got a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. And YH Gamer and Melka make contact going onto the Wellington Straight. Oh, and that's Oliveira zooming through, and he's up the inside of Melka here. Oh, it's close contact, but none yet. Melka goes very wide, but keeps it just about on the track on the entry to the next corner. And they're still side by side going towards Cops. YH Gamer is looking to make it 3 wide. Could he do it? Is it going to be 3 wide into Cops? No, YH Gamer sticks behind Oliveira, which is a very smart thing to do. You don't want contact through Cops. We've seen what happened in real life. YH Gamer, though, has gone for the move on Oliveira. What a lovely move from YH Gamer, but he also gets a penalty. He gets a penalty as he exceeds track limits. Oh, and he's spun Melka. He's tapped the back of Melka, and Melka's in the wall. Oh, from a lovely move to absolute... I don't know how to describe it, but YH Gamer and Yannick going side by side now. YH Gamer, I believe, not having the best of laps now. As Miles sets the fastest lap in the lead of the race, but Duracell sets it now. As Melka, yeah, he's into the pits, so both Carlins having to pit on the opening laps in a sprint race as well, where it's not meant to be any pit stops. But Gracky's getting himself involved in this battle for P4. He's right behind YH Gamer. YH Gamer looks for the exit, and he does get a great exit actually away from Grack, so saves himself from being overtaken. But is Yannick going to go for the dive bomb on Oliveira down the inside? They make contact, but it's not major, as Oliveira squeezes Yannick out a little bit there. Very aggressive, but I think he just lost the rear end, as Yannick nearly done. We're going to watch towards Cops now. These are critical corners, and there's not... Oh, he's going to try around the outside. Oh, and they nearly make contact. Nearly making contact, but they're still side by side, going towards Maggots and Beckett's. Who's going to bail out? It's Oliveira, and YH Gamer's spun. YH Gamer is in the wall. Oh, he's kept it out the wall. He's also got a penalty for exceeding track limits, but he's got damage too. That was unfortunate there, getting caught up in that incident. But Oliveira looking to make the move back on Yannick. Double race winner this season so far, and we've only had one round. And that's Alpha serving his drive-through. So Yannick will be promoted to the podium, and Oliveira's let his teammate through as Yannick nearly spins. And he's up the inside of Yannick. He's not going to go for a move though, but he sends Yannick a bit wide there. Grack not really picking up the pace too much, so was that a wise decision from Oliveira and Campos to let Grack through? Hasn't worked so far, but there is the DRS zone on the Wellington Straight. If we go through the loop, this is a very critical exit. But Yannick goes wide there, and I think he's just got a penalty. Yeah, he did. He got a penalty. Yannick with a penalty. As the two Camposes, they can't seem to make any sort of move on Yannick. So Yannick got the better exit than both of them. As this is the closest battle on track right now for P3. Miles very comfortable in the lead. Very calm. Very collected. As now we go towards Maggots and Beckett's. As you guys are in the chat. Tyres. I guess that you're asking for tyres. I didn't have this all enabled. Sorry, guys. If you was trying to spam the chat for me to put those things on. Completely forgot about them. Sorry. I do apologise. My fault. But now we go into Vale and Club. Duracell sets the fastest lap, so he's really pushing. He really wants that sprint race win. As Graf may be looking for a move on Yannick. They're literally pushing Yannick through turn 1 at the moment. Oliveira's close behind as well. Is Graf going to send it down the inside? Looked like it for a brief second there. But he's going to wait until the DRS. YH Gamer gets another penalty. His race going from good to bad to worse. As now, are we going to see a move? No move again on the Wellington Straight from Grach on Yannick. So Yannick lives to fight another lap. Melker's got past Final Flame. Two drivers that have had to pit, of course. Melker went a bit wide there. Just a bit. As Grach very close. YH Gamer again, another penalty. Yeah, you guys have stopped spamming chat now, so I think that you was all going mad at me for the tyres. Sorry. Now, the DRS for Grach. He's very close to Yannick. How's Yannick going to play this? Is he going to defend? He goes in the middle of the track, which is a good defensive move, and Grach still gets through. But Yannick looks for the switchback. I can't exactly see, but Yannick has got a better exit. He's not going to go for the move though. He's going to stay behind, keep it conservative, and wait until the DRS. Since Yannick does have that pace, of course we saw it last weekend. He's going to try and stay with Grach. With Grach's teammate Oliveira behind. Just keeping an eye on what's happening ahead, and Mama Zelda gets a penalty. For multiple warnings. That was through Maggots and Beckett's, so yeah, a lot of penalties are going to happen through there. Mama Zelda actually sets the fastest lap. It wasn't through Maggots and Beckett's then, it was the exit of the corner before Vale, which I don't know the name of. But Yannick doesn't make a move on Grach this lap, and the gap to the lead has closed down from 2 seconds to 1.4 now. So we could be seeing a battle or a change in position for the race lead, which will be exciting. We've only got a battle for the final spot on the podium, and that's YH Gamer. He's gone very deep into the corner there. Just before turn 3, he's found the barriers. And he spun again. Very hot tyres. He's got to be careful, but he's got damage again. So, not great. There's no moves so far. Final Flame gets a penalty. YH Gamer spun again, I think. Yeah, no moves for P3 or 4. Duracell sets the fastest lap of the race. He's on the hunt. Oh, Yannick nearly loses it around the final corner. But Grach gets the fastest lap of the race. Off Duracell. And now it's 1.1 between Duracell and Miles, and the gap still decreases. We could see Duracell in DRS in the next straight. I really wouldn't be surprised. The pace of that man in the Prema is just ridiculous. There's a yellow flag, that's for EFH. He's completely spun it onto the grass. I don't think there was any contact with anyone there. Just a mistake. It's easy to make. As now, the gap is still 1.1. Miles is doing just enough to keep the gap outside of a second. Duracell, I believe. Oh, and Melka's got a penalty. So everyone but the top three have got penalties. And Duracell didn't get DRS. So Miles done just enough this lap. But now, Duracell, as you can see, and YH Games retired in the pits. So, there's no safety car. But Lepo Dom is also in the pits. As you can see, the gap is 9/10. Oh, YH Game has left. I don't know if he will be wanting an invite back for the feature, like to the other lobby. But Duracell is staying within that second. And he's closing the gap still. And we're already on the second to last lap. It's just flew by. But another close battle. Oliveira on the back of Yannick. Yannick outside of a second of Grach. And this could mean everything for the constructors. Especially between Prema and Campos. But also for this man Miles as well in the drivers. He's looking to get his first race win, as is Duracell. Very close behind. Not going to go for a move into Cops. I didn't think he got the best exit, but he has got the slipstream. It's just not enough to close up. He's still got the hanger straight to go. And then another lap. See what kind of fight Miles puts up, and EFH is out. He's retired in the pit lane. So not believing that he's going to get any points, but who knows, anything could happen in this race. As Duracell now, we're going to go on board with him. He's slowly gaining on Miles, and he looks for the move. Makes Miles go wide, which is a very good tactic there as he gets a better exit. Is he going to go for the move into Vale, round the outside, into Club now? Has he got the move done? It's very close contact between these two. Oh, but Miles just about keeps it. Duracell just about keeps it in a straight line as well. But they've got one final lap of racing now. Duracell has one chance to get the win of the sprint race. Oh, and he's going to look round the outside. He's going to look at every opportunity. He sends it up the inside of the loop. He's got the DRS too, which is critical for Miles. Miles not being able to come back at him. So, great move there for Duracell. Miles is going to try and stay with him though. Potentially get the DRS onto the hanger straight. Or look for any mistake that Duracell makes. But he is 7/10 now. Duracell's gaining away from Miles. Miles has done a great job up until that point there. To manage that that lead that he's had for 10 laps. So, oh, Miles gets a penalty! Miles has got a penalty. There's no chance of him getting the win now. As we saw Melka, there's a yellow flag at the last corner. That was from Melka. Duracell is going to come through the final straight and round the final few corners to win at Britain. Amazing fight by Miles, but can Grach potentially get that 3 seconds? I don't think he will. Is Oliveira going to get P4 off Yannick? Is he going to send it? No, too far back. Duracell wins his first race of the season. Grach gets the fastest lap. Miles P2. Yannick P4. Oliveira P5. in the end there. Alpha, he was looking on for a podium from the early stages, but a few mistakes under the virtual safety car sees him coming home in P6 at the moment. I don't know about the penalties compared to Mama Zelda. Finishes P6 at the moment. Yeah, so Mama Zelda finishes P7. Not the best race for him. Rain Hex, quiet race, except for at the start having to pit for a bit of damage. Actually took off Grack, podium sitter, in the first 3 corners. So Grack did a good comeback there. Final Flame, been involved in a few incidents, comes through to finish P9. Melka has had a scruffy race, I'll say that. But through no fault of his own, I don't think. And that's the sprint race finished. And we'll look at the podium ceremony for the TikTok. Amazing sprint race, and we've still got the feature to go. What can that throw at us? I'm really wondering what it's going to bring. Hopefully a lot of excitement. As we're going to have to go and set up the lobby. There's the results. For anyone who needs them. And it was only the top 8 that got points, I think. Yeah, only the top 8. So, Final Flame and Melk are not getting those points. That was so crucial. We're going to wait. Who was... Yeah, Twiggy last. Didn't change position. Neither did EFH, who also retired. Smart from the drivers who retired in the pit lane to do that. And yeah, it's going to be another custom grid for the feature race now. Everyone needs to leave this session, I think. Or we could keep it here. Yeah. Right. We're going to have to leave the session. Or shall we just get everyone to retire? We get everyone to retire. Tier 2. Okay, so people are leaving. So yeah, let's leave. We'll leave the session and we'll start up a new lobby. So yeah. People already left, so it's probably just better to start a new lobby and we'll get everyone a fresh invite and a custom grid. So I'll get everyone in first, so then I don't have people bugging me about the invites. Right. So, hang on. I can't seem to find the last driver to invite. Yeah, Rain Hex. Can't find his user. I don't know if he's unfriended me. I ain't done nothing to him now. Alright, I'll invite those ones, and I'll see who doesn't get an invite. Alright, I'll set up the lobby as well. Quality. Need to do a custom grid again. Feature. I don't know whether to put it dynamic or not. We'll get it. Do I put it dynamic? It's gonna be dry. Okay. Oh, dynamic. Whoa, that's confusing, Miles. Miles, no need to confuse me like that. Very helpful, Miles. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's very helpful. Alright, I'll put it in the middle. I'll put it in the middle. Because, yeah. Like cloud overlay. Probably a bit easier. Bit. Stop laughing. Not that funny. Right. Grid editor. I haven't put myself in spectator. Just can't. Alright. Where is everyone? Ah, Alpha. I knew that the... Oh my life. Rain Hex is in. It's Alpha. Oh my god. Found him. Got him. Sorry, Alpha. I'm so sorry. I'm very clumsy today. Let's go on with some body again. Hi, Aiden. Oh, Twiggy can't join. Let's go on. Right. You have to go very far back in the stream. Because it's been a long one tonight. It's been a very long one. To get the qualifying results. Right. Yeah, Miles got a grid penalty, so P10. Right, okay. We only have 10 people. Guys. Oh. Alright. Oh, there's Grack. I was just gonna say, if we get Grack to join, then it'll be fine. Dura P3. Yannick P4. Oliveira P5. Sorry, Miles. Flying Flame. There he is. YH Gamer joined. Right. We just go what we've got to work with. Fat and Miles. Oh, oopsie. Okay. So I don't know who's joining. I don't know who's not. So, Tier 2 Division 2 have just finished their feature race. We're not even starting. I think I'll just say 5 minutes for those guys to join. And we're ready. I can't tag. No. No. Go on. And who else is it? Forgot. Mama Zelda. Oh wait, Mama Zelda's in. I'm blind. Oh my god. Cannot believe what I've just said. Seen in the chat. I will not repeat it. Right, I'm just gonna say ready up because they're not joining. Ready up. They've had their time to join. Oh, right, Gamer ain't joining back anyway. Okay. No. Wait. Back. Confirm changes. Oh. That was close one. Right, go again. Go again. Sorry, guys. Losing my mind. And let's finally get the feature race underway. Yeah, it was very close. Ferrari engineer. Very, very close. Rain Hex. You're not P1. I confirmed the changes. Sorry. Right, I'm gonna look at chat now. Aiden, I can't look on Discord. I've got a race to commentate on, mate. It's gonna take like, I don't know how long it's gonna take. Probably an hour, but I'll try it. Oh, Alpha's left. Nice one. Alpha's gone. Please say that formation. Oh my god, if formation lap isn't on, I'm gonna. KMS. Your what? Plugged out? Extern hard drive. I don't even know what that is. But anyway, I'll invite him back while we're on the formation lap, because there is one, and I'm a legend because I remembered the formation lap, and I thought I didn't. So anyway. Alright. He's got his invite now. And I'll remember this time. Don't worry, don't worry. I'll remember this time. Tyres. Everything. Telemetry. This is where I don't lose my mind. Right. Okay, I can't change camera angle, apparently. To an off-board shot. Ah, there we go. So, Grack put in an amazing lap. First of all, took pole position off Duracell, and then you got Mama Zelda, who put it up in P2 at the last second. So starts on the front row. He'll be looking to improve on his sprint race result. And you got Duracell behind in third. Just got his first win. So it's a Prema dominance at the moment, winning the first 3 races. So yeah, we got the other Prema of Yannick behind. He'll also be looking for a podium. They'll probably be looking to take it off Mama Zelda. Most likely taking it off Grack, since Campos and Prema are probably very close in the constructors right now. You got Oliveira in P5. Good quali from him. Got promoted to P5 from Miles penalty. Final Flame P6. Had a quiet race. It was clumsy when we did see Final Flame. Of course, he got caught up in the crash with Dylan. There's also Prema off. That's Duracell. Melker as well. Had a messy sprint race. Unfortunately for him. His first race this season. He'll be looking to keep it in the points. Potentially avoid any chaos and get high up. You've got Rain Hex, who didn't choose his car the last time, but he's chose it this time, so he remembered. We all forget things, you see, so yeah, at least he's in his proper car now. We got Alpha in P9, whose hard drive disconnected. He has joined back though. We got Miles P10, nearly got the win. He was so close to that win. And Alpha's gone again. Is that his hard drive again? You got Dylan in P11, retired from the first race, and Lipo Dom in P12, who got disqualified from the formation lap. I'm going to quickly try and invite Alpha. Oh my god. Ugh. Load up! Oh my life. Alright. Let's hope his hard drive isn't messed up or something. Because I don't know what he's on about. Right. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. It's a quick start. And it's a good start for Grack. Mama Zelda's up the inside though. Mama Zelda is going to take the lead. He's going to try and take the lead into turn 1, turn 2. Grack is side by side with him though. Duracell keeps ahead of his teammate Yannick as Oliveira goes up the inside of Yannick. And now the two Premas are both battling. They keep it a lot more clean at turn 3 than in the sprint race. Oh, Mama Zelda nearly spins. Mama Zelda's nearly spun. We're going to... Oh, and Duracell's... Oh, he's made contact with Duracell. Mama Zelda's rounded. Rain Hex is out. There's a big crash. Oh! Oh! I think I just saw Rain Hex's car fly over to the other side, but Oliveira and Final Flame battling for the P3 at the moment. Both Carlins is absolute disaster for those two. Grack leads by 1.4 seconds over Duracell. Oliveira and Final Flame, are they going to go side by side into cops? No, they don't. Final Flame backs off very smartly, and he gets a better exit than Oliveira actually. Going into Maggots and Beckett's, he's not going to make the move. That's somehow not a safety car for Rainhex. That was a big crash. Yannick and Miles. Oh, and the two teammates! Miles and Dylan. It's an absolute disaster for MP Motorsport. Oh. There's going to be either a few words or no words at all after that. Alpha got disqualified, actually, from all of that. So, he's out the race already. Grach leads then, 1.6 seconds. He's a quick driver, is Grach. Very quick. He's even quicker than Duracell, which I didn't think was possible. But it is. He's 1.7 ahead. Of course, we've got strategies in this race. Mama Zelda's looking for the move now. On Dylan. Is he going to send it down the inside? No, he's going to wait. He's going to wait until the straight. So the two Carlings rounding off the points positions. Of course, the two that are out not in the points anyway. So every position gets a point! Unless you're Mama Zelda, you're in the wall and you've lost your front wing. I thought he was going to be out then, but luckily for him, he's not. So Oliveira is actually the closest person to another driver on track, and it's actually to Duracell. So Oliveira's doing very well to keep up with him. I wonder if Duracell's got a bit of damage, but yeah, Campos 1 and 3 right now, which is good for them in the constructors. Not good for Prema, even though they've got 3 race wins. They don't want to be giving points away to their main rivals. They want to dominate this championship. Yannick is very close to Final Flame. He's not going to go for the move though towards the end of the lap.